chose Andre Sales because he has done this job before and can hit the ground running. He served as chief of police in Wisconsin, where he led with a community-focused approach that strengthened both public safety and community trust. He has earned the respect of our police force in his time here, and that is exactly what we need right now.
It would be... Interim Police Chief Andre Sales has more than 20 years of experience in law enforcement. The mayor says the city is urgently searching for a permanent police chief. She says she will be looking for someone who can listen and build relationships with the police department from top to bottom. Barnes and other city leaders, including the mayor, have all faced scrutiny for the delayed and sometimes inconsistent information about the Sunday shooting. After the shooting, it took several hours for police to provide any additional information to the public, including whether there was any ongoing threat. The city also failed to send out any notifications through its emergency alert system. Seattle police say they are working to identify and arrest suspects in the shooting. They call the ongoing investigation a top priority. The department also says it is reviewing staffing plans for all other upcoming events. And New York is the latest state to sue prediction market platform Kalshi. It's accusing the company of operating an illegal gambling business. The lawsuit adds to a growing legal battle over who has the authority to regulate online prediction markets. NTD's Arlene Richards explores both arguments.
New York's Attorney General is suing prediction market platform Kalshi, accusing the company of operating an illegal gambling business without a state license. The lawsuit, filed on Friday, is the latest in a growing legal battle between Kalshi and states across the country over who has the authority to regulate prediction markets.
Frankly, it's an unhinged and extraordinarily egregious piece of lawfare that's designed to shut down not only some aspects of prediction markets, but all aspects of prediction markets, and can be applied to any designated contract market or derivatives exchange in the country.
Kalshi is regulated by the Federal Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which oversees the company's event contracts. New York and other states argue that Kalshi's contracts amount to gambling and should be subject to state gaming laws. Kalshi's CEO echoed the commissioner's comments in a March interview about Arizona's lawsuit.
They could file the same exact charges under the same analysis against CME or ICE or NASDAQ. And that's the whole point of federal regulation of these financial exchanges, is to prevent this sort of chaos and these sort of attacks on these businesses that could be political in nature or other.
More than a dozen states have now taken legal action against Kalshi. Arizona's lawsuit went even further than other states by filing criminal misdemeanor charges earlier this year.
The way the law looks at derivatives markets is more on the validity of a contract. Does the contract provide value? Does it provide utility? Does it provide pricing information or hedging opportunity for businesses and people?
The legal battles in several states could ultimately determine whether prediction markets are treated as federally regulated financial products or not.
We will 100% abide by the law. But what I always say, the law applies to us as much as it applies to the government. And when government oversteps the law and goes out of bound, we're going to fight that in court.
If the lawsuits are successful, Kalshi's ability to operate not just in New York, but all over the country could be significantly limited. Arlene Richards, NTD News.
California's minimum wage is set to increase again. Governor Gavin Newsom announcing the statewide rate will rise to over $17 an hour beginning next year. NTD's Christina Corona looks at what the change could mean for small businesses.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced that California's statewide minimum wage will increase to $17.40 per hour starting in January 2027. That would give California the highest statewide rate in the nation. The increase comes after California's minimum wage rose to $16.90 an hour at the start of 2026. Under state law, the statewide minimum wage is automatically adjusted each year to keep pace with inflation. Newsom says the increase will help workers keep up with the rising cost of living. In a statement, he also criticized Republicans in Congress for leaving the federal minimum wage at $7.25 an hour, where it has remained since 2009. Tatiana Pacheco, owner of Andrea's Healthy Kitchen in Ahwahnee, says the increase could make it harder for small businesses like hers to keep costs down.
We have to sometimes increase the prices or, reduce the hours for the employee. It's a struggle, to be honest, because it's one of those things that you don't want to, especially when it comes to the employee, because, again, I truly believe they need a higher, pay.
She says the added costs go beyond wages, including payroll taxes, insurance, and other operating expenses.
We still need to have the doors open, so it definitely affects because, again, it's not only just the difference of the wage, it's also on the taxes that we have to pay for everything, the insurance, everything goes up with hand in hand.
Still, Pacheco says workers deserve higher pay, but small businesses are often left absorbing the additional costs.
I do believe that, they need to get a raise, but as business owners, sometimes we have to pay the consequences. Not in a bad way, but there's, an extra cost for us.
The increase will take effect starting January 2027. Reporting from the city of El Monte, Christina Corona, NTD News.
Tens of